Welcome back to Pivot and Faith, you guys. We're going to take you on a farm, garden, homestead tour update kind of thing today. This video or series will be broken down into like 3 different parts with a bonus as well. So stick around for the journey and that bonus. But that would be, I'm not quite sure the order they will go in, but we have our orchard fruit trees. We have our berries, and of course we have our veggies. And then the bonus 4 would be we're extending our farm, and so what is our plans for that area and what it looks like now. Wanted to take you guys on that journey pretty earlier, but with the weather and the changes, it just didn't get a chance to do that, or the rain came in the midst of the video. So here we go, starting over again. And I've been away for a few days, so I want to see what the garden looks like right now. And this video is being done right now in the middle of May. And so here we go on our mid-May tour, at least for the veggies today. And I don't know if you can see this, but I got bean water. So when I soak my beans for cooking, I like to come out and take that because I know beans have nitrogen, and put that around baby plants. So we'll see which one I choose today. So let's come on, and well, you guys come with us or me along on this veggie garden tour for today. All right, you guys, this is our tomato patch with some flowers, some herbs. As you saw in a video previously, we tried some tomato plants. Some died, some survived. Then we did a hack, and most of those survived. So we've got some, I think it's nasturtium growing. So this is where our tomato bed is looking like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a nasturtium plant growing there. Okay, so different types of tomatoes, we'll know when they grow what they are. In this bed, some of course were out before others, so that's why you see that there. So this is our tomato bed. We have cilantro coming there. We removed the ginger that was there before. We have more flowers coming there. These are the tomatoes already budding, as you can see there. Yep, we pulled some buds off earlier. We got to stake these. We haven't got around to it because other projects are taking priority right now. But I'm going to come out here and prune these. There's tomatoes there. Oh, there go that white butterfly. So, slowly growing here. Got to replace the ones that died there. And it was one I wanted to show you guys that died. I didn't capture this one, but it looks like it leafing out. So that tomato may just live. But the ones that I thought would live by cutting them did not. But that one just fell off on its own. This one we staked it to try to see can we save it. Looks like it's alive. There go the dead part there. We had to clip it because it was tall and leaning, but looks like it survived. I don't know if that is a weed or not, but it's gonna get plucked up. Think it's a weed. So, and the roots, the stems are getting pretty thick. Can you see that, you guys? So this is our tomato bed. Got to replace all those again there. Eggplant didn't make it. Another pepper that was here, but more cilantro is coming. Another companion plant. All right, on to the next one because I have my basket. We're going to show you what we're harvesting today. This lettuce is growing from last year, popped up after that winter storm we had. Don't mind all that rye. We got to come and pluck it because this is our cucumber trellis in beds. And we have a lot of work to do over here, but priorities right now, priorities. So on to the okra section, which is pretty much going to be all of this. But put some basil here to try to companion plant. We'll see what happens with that basil. But this is our okra bed. They tiny because of course, of the weather here. So we're gonna see. Got some more couple of nights under 50, 40, but that, if you, maybe those are our okra. We gotta come and mulch them. I haven't got around to that, so we have like 6 different types of okra growing here. I think I can walk in the middle. Should be a walking path. So that's okra, more okra on both sides. That is our okra there. More okra. Some look like they're taking off more than others. We grew this variety last year and really like it. This is the Clemson Spineless. More okra. Got some new varieties out here. Okra. And we got succession planting going, so that's why you see the rows being built. Oh, more okra there. So that's our okra bed. Now on to our cucumbers that we did start, which we got to plant more of. And I probably bring that bean water over here and water these in. Yep, so that's our cucumber section. Alrighty, this is the largest part of our veggie section. So we got more rows to fill here. So we're gonna go down this way, which is our future walking path. Put some squash down in this row last night. So to that flag is a squash. And some of these plants, as you can see, definitely gonna harvest that. Those goodies over there. That's why I have my basket. So never grew Brussels sprouts. Let's see if I like them. I don't really think I like them, but we have onions growing from seeds here and seedlings. Well, these are seeds. Some oregano, some celery. First time trying celery. Let's see if we get anything from that celery. I think one died. That was their tango. So flour, I believe. Not quite sure. Let's see if that one survived. Then we get into peppers, more peppers. A bunch of cayenne pepper came up, as you guys saw in the video, which I see starting the video. Got to do better with that next year. That's a miniature pepper, bell pepper there. And of course, on that section, we have some radishes growing. I believe that is radishes as well. Cabbage, maybe it's becoming too hot for cabbage, but hey, if they can grow in Jamaica in the heat, let's see what we can do here. So back here, more collard green. Nope, that's cabbage. I'm starting to learn them by their leaves. So I'm pretty excited. And then that's after succession planting. This is what survived some of the cold snaps. Some things died, but by the grace of God, some things lived. So we have an herb here. Not quite sure which herb this is, but I'm picking some collard greens today. So that is what we're going to harvest along. You see those holes, something eating those. That's Chinese cabbage. So more collard greens. I'm going to pluck these big leaves. Some mustard going to seeds. So this is a different type of collard green here. This is the one we have been eating on because it survived winter with the one over there. These are some new ones here. And let's see if we get broccoli. Not quite sure. That's time. Let's see if it survives. Something's dying, but hey, you don't know what seed will prosper, what will live. So here we are, trusting God in this process. And you see some failures here. Things died because we planted them out too early. But hey, that's the beauty about having your own garden and farm. You get to try things as your leisure. At your leisure, I should say. So we're going to see what comes of this broccoli. Lord willing, we get broccoli. More collard greens, at least. Look, I'm hoping that's broccoli. I'm saying broccoli, but I hope that's not collard greens. But I am come out here to get some Swiss chard because I'm making a wrap with that. So let's see. Cassandra. I think that's her name. She does green stalks. She grows a lot of food on her balcony. So I was like, right, I could wrap something there. So more Swiss chard. Don't mind the ride. Oh, did you guys see that? Kale, finally getting kale this year, because it was a struggle trying to figure that out last spring because I started late. Newbie here, and then still newbie, but still learning. And as soon as I prune these, more collard greens grow. So I don't like to waste them, but I'm gonna end up cutting them, put them in the freezer. But more kale. Was put down back in March. Looks like it survived the cold snaps and coming to seed. Spinach surprised us, came up from last year, survived that cold and icy storm. So we don't know what this is. We believe this is arugula, but I don't recall putting arugula here. Maybe it came up from last year's, also going to seed. So for salad purposes, we're gonna pick that. Oh, let's show y'all baby beets, because we kept losing the seedlings in the house because we couldn't get out here fast enough. So we're learning that we're not gonna do beets inside. We're just gonna direct sow them. So these are our beets here coming up. I believe some are here as well. We shall see. I'm so proud of our Swiss chard and collard greens and kale. Yay! Gonna pick this leaf. Look how big that is. Our garlic. Oh, let's show you the garlic. Surprisingly, that's the update on the garlic. Coming up nicely. Just learned about garlic scapes, thanks to a gardener's journey. So just learned about that today, which I think she said if it's still soft, so I guess like this. So I'm gonna harvest this one. Oh, you guys can't see, I'm blocking the light. Let me do this. This is a garlic scape, so going to flower. So in about 2 weeks, I think she said, we'll be ready to harvest. First time growing garlic, so we're gonna get that one. Put in my collard greens today. Saw another one. Well, we're gonna get that one. I got my pruners. Yay, yay, yay. I told her I was gonna check it. I said it in the comments on her video. I'm gonna go check mine today, and I think I saw 2, oh, maybe 3. Does she like them when it curves? This one is not curving, but it's there. So let's hope we get some garlic, and we're gonna test our garlic scapes. Okay, on with the journey, on with the journey. This is the store-bought garlic that you saw us plant in January. Not as thick as the nursery, but also the nursery been in the ground way longer. More collard greens that survived the winter. And this beauty surprised us. Chamomile. I'm trying to learn how to dry it so I can have my own chamomile tea. This is something I still use, but not as frequently as I did early on. Helps with menstrual cramps. Oh man, a cup of this, and it wasn't even fresh from my garden. So just imagine how much better it's going to be to be grown fresh. Smells so nice. Look at all of those. I gotta go come and get these. This parsley came back and surprised us here. Smells nice. Those are collard greens that have been blessing us. More parsley there, more cabbage there. We put down some new plants. They slowly trying to take root. Different types of mustard greens. Love kale. These were put down way early. I don't know if it was mid or late March or early April, but some of them I kind of crammed it, as you can see, and they surviving all of that cold weather and freezing weather. So we're gonna see how much of that we can get. And I believe this is a leek that I put down from last year. So my husband Smith said, that's not a field onion, wild onion. I think that's something you planted, and I believe in this row I planted leeks. So this is more cabbage, something that's eating the leaves. And we have more kale. And over here is our corn section as we're trying to get it together. I saw Farming on the Rocks had her in a bucket, so I came out here and did this close together with, I think it's definitely too close for the squash zucchini. But they're coming up, and then we My husband came and did this 4x4 bed here of corn. And they are starting to come up, if you can see that. And then I did new rows of squashes, different types of squashes. As you see, the blue tag here and one here. So we just did those last night. And I did 2 more rows over here. If you can see those green tags and that flag. So that's it for on this side. So let's walk to this side. Okay, here I just threw down because I didn't want to lose the cilantro because they took so long to come up inside. But they're finally coming through, if you can see those there. I believe I put beans, and beans haven't come up yet, so not quite sure why. But here are peppers. Most of these were started inside. Oh, well, this is a flower, so that in there wasn't started inside. I just put that in between this cayenne pepper and some more cilantro. I love cilantro. I really enjoy eating cilantro. Then the ginger that we moved from the tomato. Let's see if it survives. We gotta put a covering down. Like I said, I haven't got to that. So there's 4 out here and plenty more to come. Then we had turmeric sprouting in the house. So I came and put them beside it, but I don't see anything merging just yet with the turmeric. Collard greens that blessed us. Romaine lettuce that blessed us, which was a transplant. More romaine lettuce there. Going to seed. Didn't really get bok choy this year, but we'll try again next year. So back in the area where the store-bought garlic, we put radish that we started in January. They were very small, so I just put some beets in there. Kale that came out very early, still trying to survive. We left it. Don't know if you can see that. Put some beets there. They're slowly coming up. I don't know if you can see them. Okay, then we go over here where we put our eggplant, but they all died, and other broccoli died in this row. So then we came and want to get rid of all that lettuces. If you don't know, we enjoy lettuce and we eat lettuce a lot in our family. So we love salads. So these are the 3 that's supposed to be variety that's heat tolerant. So we shall see how they go through this summer. Something came and ate out of that hole. I don't know if you can see that one. Just came and took it from the bottom. Through the hole it went. And across over here is our sunflower patch, which I have started. And this one grew from the home, inside the home. So this is a transplant. And then I came and did more seeds, which we didn't get to plow this area as we done that area there. But we have more coming there. And then I came to do new seeds here. And they have already sprouted. Different type of sunflower, as you can see there. Okay, back over to the veggie bed. I think this was broccoli here. In this row. Yep, let's see if that one survived. And then, of course, we have more collards and kale. Kohlrabi. I think I'm saying that right. And more red mustard greens. There, kohlrabi. Kohlrabi. I think that's how you say it. Growing. Let's see. These onions here are from seeds. I think it's mixed in with some leeks. That's baby leaf lettuce that just sprouted. We thought it was stunted because it was in the house for so long. Let me see. Do I remember? This is, nope, that's an onion there. Should be some leeks somewhere, but ever bunching onions here. In this section, we didn't get many come up. And then here is leeks. Yay! Let's hope we get some leeks in this section. And then maybe more onions from seed there. We just kind of interplanted them. Onion lettuce. So that's what we have. And more onions and lettuce there. And I kind of put some carrots here. Let's see if they survive. That was early on. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get out the light. So carrots there. And more onions. These are bulb sets, so onion sets. We bought some onion sets. So those are the onions that I put out first. We got plenty more in the home to put down, but I don't know if we have the time to get them in. So onion sets, onion seeds, more lettuce, and more lettuce. Now we come over to our bean trellis, which I just started some of these beans within 2 weeks. So don't even see anything coming. I see something coming on this bean. More sunflower. I don't know if I'm gonna regret putting that sunflower there because I realized it wasn't a baby one, a dwarf one, it's a tall one. So different type of bean. Don't know if you can see there, stop there. Got to go bring more out. A different type of bean here has come up, as you can see. Well, I'm blocking the light. You can't see probably. It's a different type of bean here. Then I have black beans from our harvest last year. These seeds come from our harvest. So, and then we have cowpeas, which I'm eating the leaves. I see a bug there. And I was able to finish both of these trellises. Nothing. Oh, something come up from the second set. There's a bean there. Oh, there's a bean there. See the head still on that one. And one came up there. Yep. These are our beans. Back to the lettuce that survived last year. Planting, winter storm, and some carrots. Slowly eating them. Carrots hard to get out because that ground is hard. So we definitely got to loosen the soil here. But this is the new lettuce. We started on our seed starting journey back in February. So that's what this is here. And because this is a perennial and can last, I think they said 15 years. We thought some of these were dead. Well, that one did die, but this is, I think it's rhubarb, if I'm saying it correctly. So this is our rhubarb section. And we thought to do them all this way, but woo, more pressing time, more seedless growing, trying to put them outside. So I'm happy to see the growth of these because they were very tiny and some leaves died that I had to pluck them back. That one died. And then I put some beans here, but only one came up so far. These are like string beans. I love string beans, grew up on string beans. And I love artichokes. And I said, why not grow them? I had 5 plants survive. Gonna put some seeds down. The rhubarb takes 365 days up to mature, and I believe artichokes take, I think, a little over half a year to a year. So we'll see what happens. I'm happy to see new leaves are coming. I don't know if you can see that. New leaves are coming, yay! So got 5 of those out here. And finally on this video for today is the potato bed from last year. We didn't want to like plow and weed it because we didn't know exactly where the potatoes were. And of course that is our new potato bed there. So some potatoes came up with the false spring earlier and they died back. So we figured, oh, ain't nothing gonna come up. But to our surprise, potatoes are coming up here. So we don't know the variety that is in this bed, but it's all varieties that we had last year, which we enjoyed. And don't mind the weeds because, yeah, we didn't know where the potatoes were, as you can see throughout this bed. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And I think a lettuce is over there growing back. And we got a bunch of bugs, which I didn't see last year, on our potato leaves, you guys. Not quite sure what those are. New bugs. New type of bugs. So gotta go research and find out what are those and how to get rid of them. And yeah, and surprisingly, our Cataloo Amaranth came back up on their own, and they just all seem to congregate in this section. So we're gonna let them be because we really enjoyed it. So that is the potato bed, or the potatoes that came back up from last year, that we mounded them as we are doing the rest of them. So that is our entire potato bed. And surprisingly, April 23rd was the first set we put down. And look, it has sprouted. So we gotta get potatoes. I can't wait. Haven't had potatoes since we ate the last few November, and sweet potatoes in January. So they're busting loose. We're gonna mound them once or twice, one or two more times, and then let them be till it's time to harvest. So, and then I put, oh, let me show you. I also put some beans in between here. I saw 3, but it looks like 2 survived, and we got to come because the ants are taking over. Oh, let me make sure you guys can see that. The ants are taking over there. So all of that is potato, you guys. And lastly, we got some companion planting going on here, and some more different type of cilantro. But the cilantro here, and broadleaf sorrel. So it's not the sorrel I thought it was, so we got to go and order that one, but that's coming there. So guys, that is our tour today of what's growing in our farm, garden, homestead. Not quite sure which word to use, but all do apply here on Pivoting in Faith. We thank you guys for watching and supporting. Stay tuned as the garden evolves and changes, and we're looking forward to the change and the surprises and all of that. So let me show you what I did harvest today. All right, you guys, so this is the harvest that we got on this tour today. Got 2 different types of collard greens. As you can see, the leaves are different. Circle leaves here. So I know one is Georgia Southern. Grew up on collard greens, so we just got to grow them. And then a good thing is I'm going to cut most of these up. But 2 different types of collard greens. That is all that we were able to get today. Well, more out there, but some leaves were not so great. But the bug says good, so we're going to eat it. Not yellowing, so leafy green there. So that is all the collard greens we were able to pick today. And because I'm going to do a wrap, I should have got her name. Put it on the screen. That gave me this idea to wrap these. We eat this raw sauteed for the first time this week. But the Swiss chard, red and white or yellow, withering because of the sun. This is one of the bigger leaves that we have. So put them in cool water. They will plump back up. Then we got the lettuce, 2 different varieties because I'm going to share some at church. So with some people. So that's all the lettuce we were able to get. 2 different varieties. Baby leaf. This is the last variety we planted in our seed starting challenge. This was the beginning seed started challenge. So we have our lettuce there for salads, clean and be ready to eat for church. Also, we have our garlic scapes I just learned about, as I said earlier, from Sister Barber on the Gardeners channel. Just learned about these. Smelt them, smell good. I don't know. She said once you see this, ready to harvest in 2 weeks. So we're going to have garlic soon. I won't have to buy anymore. So excited. So that's the garlic scapes. And this, we couldn't figure out what it was, but we believe, and after researching, doing the little lens thing, Google lens, it's Swiss chard, because the Swiss chard didn't come last year. So I'm not used to Swiss chard looking like this. I mean, not Swiss chard. What is the arugula? So, and then ours died this year, so We believe this is arugula, but if it'll be cut up, eaten in a salad, smell like something we should be eating. So we received, I went and picked that. Looks like it's two different variety by the stems, but maybe not. One just darker, one that's lighter. And then finally, can't go without herbs. I can't wait till the dill come. I ate up all the dill. I guess that's definitely is an annual. Didn't come back like this parsley and this cilantro. So cilantro going to seed, but I'm gonna go. I made a mistake and pull the flowers, but can't have a salad without cilantro and parsley and dill. But dill not ready yet, so we gotta have. Going to have this, and then I'm going to probably cut it and propagate it and see what happens, just to see if I can get another plant. And the parsley here, so smells so nice. I don't know if this flat leaf or another one. I had two varieties that I put down with testing to see which one I really liked. I'm not sure which is which, but it's okay because it's parsley. So that is what we got on our haul today, you guys. Hopefully you guys are planting and growing your own food. We encourage you to do so. Nothing like fresh food from your own growing garden. You know what's in it. Woo, excuse me. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. God bless.